small content creators just like me, I want you guys to be really careful out here and please avoid suspicious companies like these. Bruh, I have to tell you, bruh, I really feel like I almost got scammed out of like $6,800. I want to make this disclaimer. I am not claiming that these people are scammers, but what I am saying is that it's really sus. Again, I'm not saying that these people are scammers. I don't really have enough evidence to really make the claim that these people are, and I'm not trying to get sued for defamation. I'm not trying to get sued for that, okay? I do want to explain my experience with these people. I woke up to an email by this woman named Sophia Cox, and it says, "Hey Spider Pits, I just checked out your video. I should have done content creation sooner and wanted to reach out. I'm actually emailing you on behalf of fellow creator ZTH Training. We have a couple million follows on multiple platforms, and our founder Harris helps other creators along with our team. We are really confident we could help make additional revenue consistently by scaling and launching your community and culture program and growing your audience." I know it's got a bold claim, but we've done this for many creators before. We've got millions of followers and have made over 7 figures over social media ourselves. Our other co-founder personally made you a quick video to say hi and how it works, and told me to draft this email to you. And also a weird thing, in that email, it said draft me a letter to you, not send me. Because if you're drafting a letter for me, that means that's just like a prototype before you actually send it to me. I don't know. I just thought that was kind of weird. I would say like, our co-founder wanted me to send you this email, not draft you this email. You know, it's kind of like, I don't know, it's just one of those things that I pay close attention to when it comes to reading emails. We've helped many creators just like yourself and have a proven track record. We're reaching out because we believe that we can get similar results for you too, and that we generally can provide it to your audience. The best part is we do all of this, and results are based on a model, and that we are fit and we are guaranteed. That's how much we believe in what we do. Are you opposed or having a quick chat in the coming days so we could talk through this? Thanks, social growth team. P.S. If you rather not follow, just reply and it will take you off the list. So I was like, okay. So I watched the video.
Hey there, Spider Pits. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this quick video. This video just came up on our suggested page and I liked it, so we decided to record this quick video. We like what you're doing with the channel. So quick context on who's behind this. Harris and the team scaled this personal brand to millions of followers across platforms. These are our pages. We've done over 7 figures from that brand, and I'm not showing this to brag. Proof matters nowadays, right? When someone slides into your inbox, and I'd rather you know exactly who you're dealing with. And to cut to the chase, basically, I'm making this video because I'm extremely confident we can help you grow your audience faster organically and make more from it. Launch or scale your existing online course, coaching program, or community on the back end. Now, I know you might be thinking, how can you be this confident? Well, to be honest, it's because we've done it ourselves, right? With my partner's personal brand, we have millions of followers. We've been able to create a system for creators just like yourself to grow their following, make more money, teaching their expertise. That works really, really well. We've gotten proven results. Now also worked with 500 plus other creators with all sorts of audience sizes, big or small. And we have a guarantee if we're fit and we work on a results basis. That's how confident we are in what we do. And hopefully you can hear it in my voice too. So you're probably wondering how this works. Well, the way we do it is basically partner with you and give you all the systems that we use. It works even if you might be busy right now. In fact, I think it'll give you more free time in the long run. And like I said, we put our money where our mouth is. We work on results. So yeah, I came across your stuff and I'm just really confident we can help you. So I figured, why not get my team to send through this quick video? So if you're open to getting more followers, scaling your income, impacting more lives, let's schedule a call. What I'll do is I'll add a button for you to schedule a call in the corners here somewhere. So click that and book a quick call for us to chat. And yeah, honestly, cannot wait to talk to you. Really looking forward to it. Book that call and I'll see you soon. Thanks for your time.
The one thing I'll say, like in that video itself, that I guess for me was like a red flag, was because he was really talking about follow account, and you're a small creator. Like the views is where you really make your money at, right? Your views is really what like affects even your subscriber count. Because if you're not getting the views, ain't nobody finna subscribe. And yes, subscriber count is important, to make achievements, to get, is one of the requirements to get monetized. But after you like reach like 500 or even 1,000 subscribers, after you reach those, now it's like, okay, you're focusing more on like the views, more like the intention, how long people are watching your videos, because that's where you make your money at. And I kind of just felt like he was just focusing on like follower count. Just because I might have 8,000 subs doesn't mean like my long-term format I'm getting like views, I'm getting thousands of views. That's just not how it works on here. And a lot of my subs come from shorts because I upload shorts a lot, and so I'm trying to go back to my long form. And so it's like that's something that I saw was like a big thing that he wasn't really saying into that. And so yeah, it was kind of sus. I guess it was something like just me that I kind of like saw. Now also it turns out I'm not the only one, bruh.
We're confident we can make you 10 to 50,000 a month or more by adding 10 to 50,000 more to your following. So first of all, if you add even 50,000 to your following, that's not going to give you that much money because YouTube doesn't pay that much.
A lot of people are getting a little personalized video, and all this is just a screenshot of their channel page. And then you've got this fella who says his name is Ottavio, and I'll show you something further soon with him actually talking.
This full video, it's coming in on Loom.
For quick context, myself and my partner Harris, we run a company called Monetize, which we built after scaling his personal brand to millions of followers across platforms. So these are my partner Harris's social media pages, got millions of followers at this point, and we've made over 7 figures from his personal brand.
I want to give him some credit here for what he's saying. He does have millions of followers across other pages. I make long form content on YouTube, so we can't consider TikTok shorts, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, because it doesn't apply to what I'm doing.
I got a few problems with this video. I guess my first thing is the claim or the offer that they're trying to make to me is that they can take my YouTube channel and make it so that I can make between $10,000 to $50,000 a month. So like the way YouTubers are paid is we aren't paid like per individual view. When you watch my video, YouTube does not like write a check for the individual view that you generated right now to me. How YouTube pays me, it comes down to something that's called CPM or RPM, and basically the amount that we get paid comes down to basically blocks of 1,000.
Editing Spider here, and their links to their videos are down in the description. They go into more further detail and actually break it more down than I can, or really that I did. So yeah, go check them out. So I did a little digging, right? So they were claiming like they help hundreds of creators. That's what they're claiming. I'm not saying that they're not doing that. I'm just saying that's what they're claiming. But so for example, here we have Natalie, right? We have Natalie here. She is a CEO of her Freedom Abroad. She's the CEO of her Freedom Abroad, and I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. I'm looking on her YouTube channel here. She makes really good content here. I have no complaints. It's actually pretty nice, pretty interesting content. I watched a few of them. It was pretty good. She's talking about renting a home in different countries like Thailand and Korea, stuff like that. So I was looking around, and so I was really curious about her Freedom Abroad. And I was curious to see what it was. You know what I mean? So there's this link right here that she has on her YouTube channel. I go on it. There's something wrong. Now, I'm not saying that this. It might be something going on. It could be some technical issues and stuff like that. It could just be today. I don't know, but it is kind of sus. It is kind of sus. Now I look at it, and not only that, I look her up. All right, her Freedom Abroad. As you see, I can't blink. As you see, I was already looking over here, right? So there's an actual link for her Freedom Abroad right up top, right? So I click that. It gets your connection is not private. Attackers might be trying to steal your information from her Freedom Abroad and stuff like that. And I was like, advanced, but it wouldn't let me do anything. But it's just telling me it's unsafe. So I'm not gonna click on that because I don't want to mess up my thing, right? I'm not doing that. But there's no hate towards Miss Natalie here, nothing. I was just using her as an example of how, I'm not claiming that there's stuff going on or something that's wrong, but it does look kind of sus when I'm keep trying to go to your CEO of your business, your website, and I keep getting that from different websites, from different links. Not only that, let's go to her, her Instagram. Let's see. So we go, she has how to find a job abroad, which she actually has a book right here, which is actually really dope. And she has her own little kit here little book, which is actually pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? But again, not saying there's anything wrong with Miss Natalie here, but if I'm trying to find a link to the website without, buying a book, right? I just want some information and stuff without have to, buying a kit, just some basic information on how these things work, you know, it just seems kind of sus. I'm not claiming anything. I'm just saying like, hey, it's kind of sus. I can't lie. Again, I can't really like make the claim that these guys are scammers. They probably did help some creators. I mean, I just don't know. But in my personal experience, I don't trust it. I really don't, from my personal opinion. So yeah, just stay safe out there, guys. Congratulations, your appointment has been scheduled. I booked a call, right? And they said it's important to read all of this, or watch all of this before I get into the call. And I was like, kind of weird off, because at least from what I'm used to, usually if I had questions, I usually ask them then and there. I mean, I didn't have any prerequisites. Maybe some people are just different. So like they have like all these videos, right? And I was like, I thought the part of like the actual session itself was to help each of these specific things. I know he kind of like glossed over, I think this guy is Harris. I think this is this guy name. And I know he kind of glossed over a little bit of this, but I was expecting more in depth during the call. But yeah, so this is their website. It's called Career Creator Growth, and I'll put the link in the description. I'll see if the link works or not, though. I booked a call, talked to this guy named, I think his name was Jameson. I really wish I should have recorded all this to really prove. The calls part is really my words against theirs, because I didn't record this, but everything else I actually have in email. I was expecting him to really talk about my channel, really talk about how like we can build like even like small critiques here and there. I should have asked him, what in particular did you like about that video? What critiques do you think that can make this video and future videos perform better? Those are the questions I should have asked. But he was really asking me deep questions, personal questions, about like my home life or like my motivation, or am I really, it kind of felt, I wouldn't say that he was intending to, but it kind of rubbed me the wrong way a little bit, because he was asking, am I really serious to take this? And I'm like, yes, I am. I mean, like I wouldn't even be on this call if I didn't take my channel seriously. And he was like, okay, we're gonna put you book a call for another partner or another team member. And then in yesterday's call, okay, it started off pretty okay. He was kind of like going over what we discussed in the last call. He was also asking like deep personal questions. It kind of seemed like he was trying to, I mean, both of them, it really was trying to get where my mind was really at. What will really push me to actually really do this? I mean, I understand like that's what salespeople do. They're trying to sell you something, so obviously they're trying to push you to do, but like they were really adamant. So then it came to the pricing, right? So we talked about it, came to the pricing. I actually wrote it down. He talked about 3 pillars, and then he was talking about the pricing. So like the pricing is at $6,800, bro. That was an immediate red flag right there to me, because it was like, that's a very steep price. I was also thinking like, is this like over time? Like I had a hard time believing like people just charging $6,000 just for like a small coaching session here and there. Well, he was saying, well, you're going to be using our systems and our different sites and stuff like that. And what I should have asked was, what are these sites? I should have asked more like, what do these things actually do? I should have went in more deeper like that. But I was a little innocent. I wasn't thinking like that until afterwards. He was saying like, you will be able to use our sites and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, that sounds pretty cool. He was like, you have the $6,800 up front. And I was like, no, I don't have $6,800 up front like that. And he was like, oh. And I was asking him, is there some sort of like payment plan? You know what I'm saying? Like maybe I can pay it like maybe like a month, or maybe per session or something like that. It's per call or something. And he was like, well, not really. We don't really do it per month like that. But here, you can go on PayPal. So this is where my instincts were screaming at me. He sent me the link. I go to it, and the pricing, it's not 6,800, it's at 7,000. And I was like, okay, 7,300. First of all, that's an even steeper price. And also, but you just told me 6,800. He was like, well, you know, I understand it says 7,300, but that's not really it. And I'm like, okay, PayPal later. She's like, you could do it pay later or something like that, right? PayPal later. And then I was like, okay, this PayPal later thing, it's not working. It's not working. It's not really loading. It's not working for me right now. And then he was like, oh, well, this is what really confirmed it. He wanted me to create I shouldn't have to go on PayPal and create a card, because he was trying to make me create this PayPal credit card. I shouldn't have to do that just to pay you. I could, even if I do pay through PayPal, I don't have to create a credit card for that, right? I don't need to create a credit card for that. I was like, that doesn't make sense, because I know PayPal. I'm used to using PayPal a lot. And so I don't need to have a credit card, PayPal credit card to pay you for like sessions and stuff like that. I don't need that. So that right there, it was screaming to me. I was like, this is a scam. My internet went out. So my internet went out for like a moment there. My internet wasn't really working on my PC for some reason. It went out. And so it kind of locked me out from the Zoom call, with him. And then he called me on the phone because I forgot he has his number. And then this is where at the part my instincts were really screaming at me. Like, this is a scam, because there's no way you're charging people $6,800 up front like this for a coaching session program, just like upfront like that. There should be different ways of how you can pay, or right, because people don't have $6,800 just to spend, especially young creators, small creators like me don't have that $6,800 just to spend like that. That didn't make sense, and I knew that in that moment. And so what I did is I hung up. I blocked the number, right? I blocked the number. They responded to me through WhatsApp, and I was like, okay, I was like, okay, they really are really adamant about it. So then after that, because I was in shock, I was like panicking, like, oh my gosh, like this looked like a scam, and I think I almost lost like 7,000, like basically $7,000, right? I was like, bro, what? And so I did research. I searched it up. I was like, is ZST training a scam? Is Harris Social a scam? And they were giving me mixed answers. But when I was searching up like Harris Social, because I think that was like the founder or co-founder, and it said, yes, it's most likely a scam. One of the things is, when I was in the second call, he was talking about the 9-to-5 mindset and an entrepreneur mindset, which kind of rubbed me the wrong way, because I still currently work a 9-to-5. I think most small creators work like a 9-to-5 or just a different job in general. This is more like a hobby that we are thinking like, okay, we could potentially really grow this and actually earn money from this. That's most of our mindsets right now. And so it rubbed me the wrong way. He was like, on the 9-to-5 mindset, they're just, I'm just there, but I know a lot of people, including myself, that work a 9-to-5, we're not just there just to be there. We're not there just to have we have very ambitious mindsets. We have very ambitious minds. You don't want to stay at this 9-to-5. We want to grow. We want to do bigger things. But the reason that we're here, because we need to survive, man, So don't let any other people say that to you, or like, you know what I mean? And one thing he was talking about, the entrepreneurs, right? The entrepreneur side also, he was saying, they take risks, because because we were both looking at the 6,800 price. And I'm like, it's kind of steep. He was getting kind of nervous, because I was like, I was figuring it out, right? And he was like, well, entrepreneurs, they had to take risk. And I'm like, well, yeah, they do take risks, but they don't put all their eggs in one basket. They take smart risks. They take smart. They think about what risks they're going to take. Yes, they do risk, but they don't put all their eggs in one basket. And that $6,800 is literally putting all my eggs in one basket. And it's just like, I can't do that. So all in all, stay safe out there. Keep going. Keep grinding. I know you guys will do well, man.